हाँ जी, तो वेलकम बैक टू माय चैनल अध्ययन विद द फ्लो. लेट्स स्टार्ट with Hardy Weinberg principle. Okay, Hardy Weinberg, they are scientists, guys. They are scientists. And what they do? They give a formula. You have to remember this formula. If there is any kind of theoretical question arise in your 12th class exam, na, remember this formula. And now, guys, one by one, I'm going to explain this principle and law. Okay, what do you understand by this formula? P square plus 2PQ. I hope little bit your mathematics is strong. Guys, in this theory, in this principle, Hardy-Weinberg principle, what they want to teach us, what they indicate by P, what they indicate by Q, what they indicate by PQ. Okay, guys, this P, they indicate dominant allele, homozygous. Don't worry, guys, I'm explaining this thing. What they going to tell about Q square? They are recessive allele and homozygous. And here, what is the meaning of P and Q? Both are same. Here is individual P square, here is individual Q square, but here both P and Q, they indicate heterozygous form. Guys, homozygous. Guys, if I write down this thing, capital T, what do you understand? Capital T, it means they are dominant and homozygous as well, as because both of the alleles are same. Homo means same. Homo means same. Capital form is indicated dominancy, and guys, same. Capital T, they are both are same. It means they are homozygous. Same, guys. If I write down this thing, small t, what do you understand? They are recessive. They are recessive in nature. But again, both the alleles are same. It means they also homozygous. If I write down this capital T, small t, so this form is what? Heterozygous. Why we called heterozygous? Because both the alleles are different. One is capital in letter and one is small in letter. I hope you understand. And this complete ratio is equal to 1. And why they write down 1? Because Hardy Weinberg, they say that this formula only applicable for where? This formula is applicable for where? He take a small group of population. Guys, they said that in this population, mutation is absent, genetic drift is absent, genetic flow is absent. Guys, genetic recombination is also absent and natural selection is absent. Means they take a small population and they restrict to this population to there is no mutation, no genetic drift, no natural selection, and they give this theory. If any population, we know that this is a small population and here is no mutation, no genetic drift and nothing is natural selection, so this population called it as a, means this principle we call it as a Hardy-Weinberg principle. But this is the next to impossible, guys, because all person have different variation, guys, different variation. According to variation, some variations are advantageous, some advantageous, and some variation are disadvantageous. But guys, this is the universal law. Female choose those person who have advantageous characters. Except this, simple, very simple, female choose advantageous characters male. So in this time, in future time, there is no population who don't have any kind of mutation in there, no natural selection, no genetic drift. And you have to understand what is genetic drift, because in your book they give us genetic drift. Means if you in your examination they asked explain Hardy-Weinberg principle, then you have to write this formula, and one by one you have to understand this formula's meaning. Means what are the dominant characters who express their self, what is the meaning of homozygous, what is the meaning of heterozygous, what is the recessive characters, what is mutation, what is genetic drift, what is genetic recombination, what is natural selection. You have to tell, then your examiner give you full out of full marks. Alright. Now guys, what is genetic drift? Simple. Can I say simple word? Change allelic frequency. Don't worry guys, relax. I will teach you. Don't worry. Simple meaning, changing in allelic frequency. Now something changed at their genetic level. How? They divided genetic drift into two parts, founder effect and bottleneck effect. I am going to teach you one by one what is founder effect and what is bottleneck effect. Guys, founder effect is what? Listen to me very carefully. Now guys, focus and listen to me very carefully. This is the population. This is the what? This is the population. Here is lots of individual lived here. Lots of individual lived here. Now what happened? Now what happened? Some individual, what they do? They decide to migrate from here, and they reach to different island. Means they migrate from their native place and move to new island. And now guys, what you expect? Here is different varieties of peoples, here is different varieties of individuals, but here no variety. What do you expect guys? Here environment is suitable. What you think that here is environment also suitable for them? Your food preference, like here food they consume, what do you think? They get same food this here? No. Mating partner, they have here lots of mating partner, but here is no variety of mating partner. Then their allelic frequency change. And now I am going to teach you what is bottleneck effect. Guys, bottleneck effect is what? Here is population. Here is population and there is lots of individual here. Lots of individual here. Some individual, what they do? They decide, guys, let's move to the different island. We will enjoy. So these population migrate and reach to new island. But what happened with them? After they migrate from here, disaster will come. Any kind of disaster like earthquake, flood, anything, a hunter, maybe hunter will come and they hunt every animal. They are safe and they reach here. Now they here migrate here, they come here, here food is different, here mating partner is different, but they are safe. But here native place is finished. So here food is limited, here mating partner is limited, here environment is limited. So here also allelic frequency is changed. Now someone asks, then ma'am, what is the difference between founder effect and bottleneck effect if there is both, in both allelic frequency is changed? Guys, look at here in a different manner. Here they migrate, here they migrate with their desire, here also migrate, they also migrate with their desire, like they want to migrate and they migrate. But after their migration, here nothing kind of disaster will come. They migrate, they live randomly and they also live according to their self. But here after their migration, here disaster will come, their native place is total finish and they also remaining here. So there is difference. Okay, so this is the your founder effect. So I explained this genetic drift. Mutation is what? Sudden change in genes, sudden changes in genes. It may be due to UV radiation, it may be chemical, it may be by the physical cause, it may be any kind of chemical like ETBR, you eat some carcinogenic thing. So mutation will occur. But your DNA repair system, now they can heal anything. Genetic recombination is what? Look at here. If I cross between them now, if I cross, this is the recombination technique. Natural selection is what? Selection by nature. It means guys, which population will survive? Which population? If they have variation, so they survive. If they reproduce, then they will survive. If they variation, if they do reproduction, nature select them. So this is all about your Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium. In here, look at here, this is the graph. and you have to understand these graph what they want to teach you. Stabilizing natural selection, directional selection, and disruptive. One by one I'm going to teach you. I'm drawing here stabilizing. I'm giving you example of stabilizing selection. Baby weight. What do you understand by baby weight? I'm giving you example of stabilization natural selection. This is the graph. Here they want to say that here is one peak, here is another peak, and here is this one peak. Now what do you understand by this graph? Here this peak is selected, here this peak is selected. This is the native, this is the native peak, this is stabilization, this is directional, and this is the disruptive. Now why this peak is selected? Guys, if someone told like 3 kg by birth, if baby have 3 kg weight, this is the very perfect weight. If assume baby have half kg of weight, if someone say your baby weight is 10 kg, do you think this and this baby will survive in future? No. Very less weight is also not survive, and very high weight is also not survive. Only middle weight will survive. So this peak is selected. Now I'm going to give you example of directional. Here look at here, look at here, this is the original graph and this is the peak, means there is some between is selected. And now here look at it, this graph ratio, and look at here, little bit this shift in this direction. For this directional selection, natural selection, I am going to give you example of England industrialization. What do you understand by? I am giving an example now. There is a before pollution and after pollution. Remember guys, before pollution and after pollution guys. Before pollution, tree color is very white, so there is white color of birds are selected, white color of moth is selected. But after pollution is what? There is white bird is selected, white color of bird is selected. Why? Because in this tree two types of moth are lived here, black color moth plus white color moth. Moth is something butterfly, you can assume as a butterfly. Before pollution, tree stem color is white. So what do you expect? Tree color is white and this moth color is also white. So no one can eat white color moth because they hide their self, they camouflage their self. But the black moth will finish because predator come and they eat black moth. But after pollution, what they have? The tree color become dark, and now white color moth easily appear, but black color moth they can hide, they can camouflage their self. So what do you understand by directional selection? Before pollution, look at here, before pollution white color moth is selected, but after pollution black color moth is selected. Means before pollution this graph will form, before pollution this graph will form, but after pollution this graph is formed. And now last is disruptive. Center peak is not selected, different peak is selected. Let's take example of disruptive example is, take a Himalayan rabbit. Himalayan rabbit research, what they found that here white color rabbit are selected in this peak, and here totally grey color rabbit are selected, but black color rabbit are not selected. Why? Because white color rabbit they also hide their self in ice, and grey color rabbit also hide their self in rocks, but black color rabbit visual by their predator. So these peak is selected, but middle peak their variation is they are in danger. So this is what guys, this is the selection, this is the type of selection. So guys, this is all your Hardy Weinberg. If in your examination this principle is come, then you have to write these things, completely this thing, then your examiner will give you full out of full marks. So thank you guys, thank you for listening me, and that's all for now. We will meet on our next video. Thank you guys, thank you for watching my video, and don't forget to subscribe my channel Adhyan with Flow. Okay guys, keep smiling and do revision. Thank you so much.